Hey guys, today we'll be doing a review on the Lexus LX 570S. So this is a higher end, more luxurious class of the LX 570. So I'll be going in depth with the review from the inside and outside. So right now we're just gonna start with the outside. So as you can see here, there is a massive grille. This is with like most Lexus. They have like a massive grille at the front, which still looks angular and aggressive, but really modest and nice. So as you can see here, it's all real. There's nothing fake about it. And there's two gigantic fans. I don't know if you can see in there. There's two gigantic fans trying to cool the radiator. And you can see here a multi-LED, the high beam, low beam, and a nice sequential LED, which looks so fabulous at night. So as you can see here, there is a low beam, high beam fog lights too. And another thing is that they even added a second one here, so it can portray much more better. A nice chrome lining at the front. Very aggressive stance, honestly. They have outdone themselves because it looks still professional and looks sleek. Right now it's lowered. It's on airbags. So these are 21 inches at the front and at the back. And a nice chrome trim. I love chrome. And then you can see here small calipers. I don't know if you can see here 10-spoke design, which is pretty nice. Forgive me the sounds of the background. And then there is here, I don't think you guys can really read that properly, but I'll read it to you. 275 by 50 R21. R21 meaning by inches how wide it is. Then there's a lot of sensors and tabs at the behind. Then there's a footrest to get on. Now there are small calipers behind with some spacers. This is a 10-spoke rim, by the way. Then at the back, as you can see, I got blurred the license plate. It's Lexus S5TS, the LX 570S, Lexus there. And honestly, the refresh on the taillight design. I mean, this is a year old now, but it's still very good. It has an awesome, aggressive, multi-LED strip taillights. Honestly, I love it that the whole companies, all of them, the whole car industry is going to a way where they're using LED strips instead of LED, LEDs in general, because it honestly looks better and there's no hot spots. So that's really good. Those are reflectors, and as you can see here, you're gonna ask, hey, where's the exhaust? Well, Lexus didn't do something what Mercedes did with the GLS lineup. They didn't make fake exhaust, thank God. Instead, what they did, they put it under here, tucked it in, nice little clean scoop, as you can see here. So I'm going to open the trunk now and show you how much room there is. To access the trunk, you have to get the key fob, or you can just put it on your hand. And I think at this point everyone fairly knows to hold this button down. Sequential taillights, I just love it, so clean. And you're like, why only the half of the trunk opened? Because there's another half you have to open here, which is nicer. And plus you can sit here too. Yeah, I'm sitting here right now. Okay, so there's two clips here to show an emergency repair kit. I don't know where the jack is right now. So yeah, the tires below, like every single Jeep that these days have their tires mounted behind here, as you can see. And then here, as you're seeing, there's a repair kit, two clips to make it in place while you're driving. It doesn't rattle around and annoy the absolute hell out of you. And then here, as you can see, all the kit, the whole kit. And I love it that Toyota gives you, by the way, Lexus is Toyota, so I'm so happy that they give you all the tools, so it makes repairing much more bearable, especially inside of the street. And you're wondering, like, if I'm repairing middle of the night, you probably should have a flashlight, by the way. How do I make sure drivers see that I'm repairing my car side of the road and nobody decides to run into me? Or into the car, even worse. Yes, the car is more valuable. So Lexus thought about that too, and they give you a warning reflector, which angles as a triangle, which clearly tells people that there is a big black car being repaired on right now. So this makes it much more easier, honestly. So, and you can fit about two. Like now we're gonna talk about the back side of the car. There's two seats here. You can put it down. You can adjust them and put them down via from these buttons, electronically controlled, of course, not manual. And you can fit about in Middle East, like most of the marketplace for this Lexus LX 570 lies in trunk space, and for Middle Easterns, in majority sales of Lexus's Jeeps line of like Land Cruiser too. So you can fit about in Eid, you can fit about two goats here, but I don't suggest. It's a beautiful car. Use a Toyota Land Cruiser. But yes, you can fit about two goats, full grown-ups, in behind this trunk. So I'm gonna be at the engine bay and tell you all the juicy specs for all those gear heads. Awkward pause. Just click here. So see at the engine. To access the engine, it's really fairly simple. First, open the door. Then down here, you see a petrol. Then you see the trunk. Pull that. Just put the keys somewhere else because it's rattling. There. Put your hand under here. Push up. It's hydraulic, so there's no stand. So now you see the beauty. Honestly, like I'm into more performance, so this is the most beautiful part of the car. The engine. It's a naturally aspirated V8, making about 530 Newton meters of torque and 362 horsepower, wheel horsepower, whatever you want to say. It's a normal engine, but it has a lot of torque. It's very torquey too, and it does 0 to 60 in Sports Plus mode around 7.7 seconds, and it has a 8-speed automatic transmission. So yes, has 8 gears. So this is all that's you need to know for the engine right now, and I'm gonna go into the interior and tell you more about it, because this is the most selling point for these vehicles, because Middle Easterns honestly favor in comfort and performance, two of best worlds. So I'm gonna close the engine, and before I do that, I'm gonna tell you something. Lexus, I mean, like majority cars do this too. They tell you which oil to put in. So this uses a fully synthetic 5W40 engine oil. For those people who don't know, just please search it up. And now I'm gonna close the hood and show you the interior. Okay, first I'm gonna show you the driver's side, then move behind to the back side. So yeah, nice wood trim for controls for the windows, child lock, unlock, left and right for the mirrors, the diagonally controlling them too. You see here electronically adjustable seats, memory seats, like how Mercedes was the first one to make it, by the way. So I'm gonna get in the car. And by the way, if you want to buy this car, buy it from Lexus dealership in Bahrain or something. So I'm gonna put the seat level back. It's kind of front. Okay, there. Okay, so you can see here, pretty beautiful, pretty spacious. Non-touchscreen, by the way. Sorry to report to you all, this is not touchscreen. It's controlled through this remote here. So I'm gonna start it. So I'm gonna like turn it on. I'll give you an engine sound test. Okay, so you can see a beautiful Lexus turning on, and then it's on right now comfort mode, and right now it's low. Yes, it's on air suspension. So I'm gonna quickly show you how it lifts and how it goes down later. And there is a heads-up display here, which is beautiful to see. AC controls and heated and heated and ventilated seats. I'm not sure, this might be a real review lock or something. Climbing off or on. Traction control turned off. Not sure about this. ETC to second. Not sure about that either. Don't want to spread false information. Crawl empty, meaning when you're going uphill you want a bit more traction. Now this is for comfort, eco, normal, customized, sports plus. So when I'm moving this dial here, it changed the modes. Okay, so I'm on eco mode, which is pretty neat. Then I put on comfort mode, which is most ideally what people will be driving this on day-to-day basis. But if you want a little bit more performance, like me, you would go for not sports, sports plus. That's what you go for. Or you can go for custom. Custom's doing good because it gives you a lot more control over the car. Then you can see here infotainment system. I have to put my okay, so you put your hand. Oh god, I have to lean a lot back. I have to really lean back. It has a lot of space, by the way. I'm like a 5'5" individual, pretty short, but like it's pretty comfortable still. I think a 6'10" can fit in here, 6'7", you know, could fit in here. So like you could control it from here. Oh, there's a navigation system here. Fairly good, but I wish Lexus didn't really cheap out on this part, because I feel like this people would really take personally. Why didn't you make it touchscreen, Lexus? Why? So it's pretty nice. Like, that's all I have to say. There's entered and released, and this is the infotainment system here, and it has a 360 diagonal camera. So when you're reversing, I don't think I can put this in gear safely while still recording. Yeah, I probably can't. So here you can see there's an actual refrigerator, which is pretty neat to keep. In the Middle East it gets really hot, so you really need to keep your water cooled. So this is something, a need. This is not a want, it's a need. Sorry, I'm not going roughly. Anti-glare review mirror. Lots of storage, to be honest, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 cup holders, notch. Not sure what that one's for. Okay, so as you can see here, it is pretty nice, and always a guess, the Lexus watch, which is personally a very luxurious touch to the car. And you got your gauge here, which I'm back to here again. It's pretty neat. You can stop this video and read everything that's on the gauge cluster. So this is all I have for the front row seats. I don't really have anything else to tell you here. So I'm gonna go at the back seat now. Before I do that, this is a 120 watt socket, so yes. And there is a USB directly to feed in your charger cable. And I'm sure that's a wireless charge here. Yeah, there's a wireless charger here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go at the back seat and show you how the rear crew is gonna be looking like. Okay, so when you're greeted with the door, you can see here. You see here there is a nice sound system. You know, window, power window, and then you can see here privacy curtain. At first, I thought it was electronically controlled like Mercedes, just like the S580 Black Edition. But no, it's manual, so I was kind of disappointed to see that too. This is a $168,000 car. Please, Lexus, at least bring two-step like what Mercedes did. And there's a privacy curtain. So yeah, it's manual. Not a very big fan of it. I think Lexus could have done a better job at it. And then a nice Lexus LD, you know. Then I'm just gonna before I hop in, I'm gonna show you. There's 2 touch screens, but if you wanna keep it away from your kids from messing it all up, just keep it covered, like the owner did. Best thing you could do. Then here at the setting column, if you're only 2 people at the back, you can gonna hop in now. There's AC controls here. If you open this too, you'll get a small storage compartment, which is nice, and heated ventilated seats at the back too, which is good to see that. 2 ACs at the front, ventilated seats, one more and the other one, and 2 very strong LEDs at the rear cabin. Oh, and I forgot to tell you in the front seat, but it has a very nice sunroof, which is manual. Not manual, like I'm just gonna put it up. Now it's tilting, like with the aggressive tilt, but this moonroof is awesome. Like I'm gonna go a little bit back as I can, and you can have a good idea how you look like in the center. Pretty neat, I tell you. This car is a piece of art. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of rev test and the air suspension going down from like low to medium to high, and give you a rev test. Then I will end this video. So I showed you the rev test and the air suspension, how fast it is. It's kind of frankly average. So yes, this is my in-depth analysis for the LX 570S, and thank you for blowing up my S580 video. We've reached like 7,800 views, which I'm really happy about. So I would rate this around 7.5 because frankly enough, I think Lexus has cheaped out in certain parts and areas, like how the privacy sunroof, the sunroof and how everything was, and the sunroof was like how you had to put it back, then you can use electronic controls, and how the the privacy, sun privacy, the shade was like you had to do it manually, like in Mercedes-Benz you had to, it happens with a 2-switch and the power controls. So that's my only nitpicks for this car. Everything else, it's an excellent, reliable car because it's from Toyota's branch. So I hope you love this video, and please leave a like if you like this review, and please subscribe because I kind of need it. See you later, guys. Peace.